What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over Bitcoin. Woo-hoo. We just hit a new all-time high, everyone. So it's really awesome news for us. And we're going to explain what exactly is going on. If you don't remember, we had talked about this previously in the past. We were saying that we have a probability of making it up to this 127 extension, which would be 50, before we start seeing some potential resistance, assuming that we can break through previous resistance and treat them as supports. And that's exactly what we did, guys. So what we're going to do is actually just move on a little bit. So we saw this formation occur right here. And the last time we had spoke about it, we had said, if we can break through this area of structure right here on a confirmation, then we have legs to come up here. And right now we're hovering above this 4 hour, um, we're hovering above this previous all-time high. So what we need to do at this moment is just determine whether or not we can continue to close this daily above this above this previous all-time high, and then we could also confirm it on the lower time frames. So if we can confirm that, then we can see ourselves going up all the way to that 48 and maybe even to that 50 because it's so close. So what's happening here, though, guys, is we do have this descending trend line initiated, tested, confirmed, and what we could be doing is seeing something like this occur where we have like a head and shoulders, and that would be quite problematic for us. So we could see something like this. If we see that, because we would still be using support, then it's likely for us to just make a drop down and actually not make it back up towards that level and maybe come back down towards this 28 level for a little bit. Like I said, it's unlikely for us to have a lot of momentum like that, especially since we've already hit a previous all-time high in the past. What we can do to just help us better understand what would be happening here is just look left, because the chart always leaves clues. Remember? So we had a previous all-time high, and then we had a retracement. So we could look at these retracements that we had as well. So we had a 50% retracement, and then we had a new previous all-time high within the matter of a couple of weeks, and we had a 61% retracement. And then we had a new all-time high a couple of weeks later, and it was a 50% retracement again. Then we had a final all-time high before the bear season occurred, and that was also a 61% retracement. So let's look over here and see what we have seen. And what we're going to be experiencing is a lot of growth. So that might be indicative to us to say that we might be overextended, because this is a 31 retracement. And if we do this one is a 50% retracement. So we might have a little bit more momentum actually in this bear season, maybe all the way up until the end of this year. So we might, if we do that, we might even make it all the way up to the 100K mark, which would be insane. So I want to see something real quick. Why are these extensions lame? So basically what it's saying is the next extension, assuming we can get a 38% retracement up to here, would actually be all the way up to this 75K mark, which would be pretty insane. And I still think that we would see some sort of retracement and some sideways action, just because we did have such a big run up. And as you can see here, that's been kind of like the consistent pattern that we've been experiencing. So we might have another rally upwards towards the 75 mark, and then come down towards this 31, which would give us a 31% drawdown, or just retracement, I would say. I mean, we're going long on this, guys. We're hodling. It's a hodl gang, and we don't want to miss out these opportunities. But basically what we're going to be looking at right now is just observing this area of structure right here, and making sure that we don't form any head and shoulders on the 4 hour. And on the daily, just monitoring price, making sure we close and we stay above this level right here. So this is a critical zone, guys. And if we can stay above that, we have likelihood to go up towards our extension. Otherwise, we might see a drop back down towards the 28 level and maybe even all the way down towards this 20 level. And any which case, if that does occur, guys, remember these are just minor corrections. When I say minor, they're big jumps, but they're minor corrections in terms of time frame. And all this means is other buying opportunities for us. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be waiting. We should be at a break-even point right now if you did come into this trade, and what we're going to be doing, assuming that you're trying to trade it, we're actually going long and hodling. So I wouldn't put a stop loss just because we're trying to trade it. If it does come down, it's just a buying zone for us, guys. Don't freak out, especially if you guys did buy it up here. Don't freak out. This one is a little bit trickier because Bitcoin and like a lot of these other coins are built by hype. So technical analysis are still playing a fundamental role. Fundamentals. Excuse me. They're playing a fundamental role inside predicting price direction. But because of hype, and hype is based around a lot of trader psychology, and a lot of this is based on early adopters who are using hype. Um, Remember, technical analysis could be flawed in this instance, so take that into consideration. We might have some people, especially since we hit a new all-time high, pumping up Bitcoin a bit. Whenever there's a pump, there's always a crash. So take that into consideration, guys. We're still really new into this, so we can have legs to go up to shoot even 250K. Some analysts suggest 100K seems more reasonable for this year. And if that is the case, guys, even if you guys are buying around these levels, that is almost nothing for you. So hopefully you guys are making some money. You guys are learning how to read some charts. And until next time, I will see you guys then. Bye.